Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pranjal Bhardwaj, and for today's video guys, so this video is going to be about a high school advice video. So the other day I put this on my story and I got so many questions related to studies, subject specific questions. I got questions about friendships. So today I'm going to answer all of that. As you all know, I am also a student. I'm in 12th grade right now. But if you are in 12th grade, you can surely watch this video. We can be besties. And if you are in 9th, 10th or 11th grade or any grade for the matter, you can surely watch this video and I will be your big sister advising you. So let's get started. So I have all the screenshots on my laptop. So I'll just answer all the questions. Okay, so the first question is 12th more hard than 11th grade? To be very honest, yes. I'm not even talking about the streams right now, but when you're starting your 12th grade, the teachers are putting so much pressure on you already in the start only so that you can focus more and study well in this grade so you can score good marks in your board exam or in entrances, and then you can go to a good college. I think it's great to a certain extent. Obviously we have to study in every grade, but 10th and 12th are obviously the most mattered class in India because of the board exams. So yes, 12th is a little bit more harder than 11th. Next question is advice for upcoming 10th graders. So I would only say that do past year papers or do check the board toppers answers because they will actually help you a lot. This happened with me so much that I was good with my chapters. I knew what was in it, knew the content, but I was not able to mend the answers. I was not able to write the answers properly. So my marks got a little bit deducted, but till my boards I got good and I also scored well. So I just need you guys to practice past year papers and also please see how to write answers of the question, and don't forget to read your NCERT. NCERT is literally everything for a 10th grader student. What to do when you are struggling in a specific subject? Okay, so I'll tell you my story that I used to hate economics a lot, I don't know why, but I actually studied it in 11th grade. During the finals I studied it very well, so I scored good marks in economics, very good marks. So I just want to say that even if you hate a subject or you don't do good in a subject, please just try to study it again. Obviously you hate it, I know. If you hate the subject you won't be studying, but when you give it a chance you'll obviously score very good. Half of the work is done there, but if you can't, go and take help from your teacher. Obviously he or she will help you a lot, and just do questions of the subject and you'll get better. Next question is how can I maintain a healthy balance between school and personal life? Okay, so I think you mean by personal life ki you want to be with your friends and family as well and focus on your school or your studies as well. It's hard, it's actually very hard, because if you have exams and stuff you actually shut down everything, but you should not do that. You should take out your study time and I would say make a schedule out of it. If your exam is tomorrow, then you can study the whole day and at night you can enjoy your personal life, your personal time, or with your family, or call your friend, whatever you like. Number 1 advice for school going students. By the way, love your videos. Thank you. And the number 1 advice I would give to the school going students is, I'm also a student, but the advice I want to give to my younger besties, focus your energy on the people who reverted back. Don't waste your energy on toxic friends, on whoever is showing the toxic behavior to you, because they don't deserve you. You know your worth and they don't. So just focus on yourself or make a good friend circle, or even if you're not making friends and if you want to stay alone, but be so self-confident that you don't even need anyone. So this is my #1 tip, that keep your energy protected and only occupy your energy on the people who actually are worth it. How do you cope up with the stress of missed assignments? Okay, oh my god. I procrastinated a lot this time. I say that all the time, but in 11th I literally procrastinated so much. I was studying one night before my finals, but yes, I scored very good marks. That's the matter of the fact, but never mind. I won't suggest you to study one night before your exams, but I would say that one day you have to do it only. So why to miss them? Don't make the assignments missed assignments. Just complete it on the day when you're getting it or the next day. Don't make it a week or a month. It will obviously cost you a lot later on. How to manage YouTube, Instagram along with regular school or college. As a small YouTuber, or I would say a small content creator, it is actually very hard, but I'm actually very much passionate about all this stuff. I actually like making videos, so I actually give time to it. And if you really want to do content creation, or you want to manage your Instagram, or you want to be an influencer with your school studies, it is actually hard, and you have to give your whole time to it, because you have to study and you have to also manage the social media. So you have to make a proper schedule or timetable out of it. I have days that goes into hours of editing and making videos, and I also have exams, but I try to manage my best, and I don't want anything to lag in between my grades and my social media both. So it is tough. It is challenging, but it is very fun, because if there is no challenge in life, it is not life. How to manage 10th ka stress. I'm literally very stressed these days, so much pressure. Okay, I get you, because when my 10th grade was starting, everyone was like, all the teachers, everyone, literally everyone, ki padh le and all that stuff. You actually have to cope up with the people, because everybody is going to say that study, do this, do that. And it is hard actually, but the simple rule of 10th grade is whatever is being taught in the class, you have to revise at your home. That's it. If you're doing that, 80% of your work is done. And if you're reading the NCERT and doing the previous year questions, you are going to top your 10th grade. And about the stress, take care of yourself, drink water, and nothing is important than your mental health. So take care of that too. How to avoid drama in school. Okay, I love this question so much, because you know what? The simple answer to it, just avoid it. Just don't be included in it. You know what? There are people in school who will say, oh, ye hua, that, this, that, whatever it is. Just don't listen to them. Don't be a part of the drama. Even if you're not the part of the drama, don't even listen to the drama. And you'll feel so happy. Your life will be so peaceful, because I think everyone knows that I am a freaking social butterfly, so I talk to everyone, like literally everyone. And now I have limited friends. I have a very small friend circle, and that is the best decision I've taken in my whole life, because if there are people, there will be drama. So just don't be included, and find your best friends or your good friends. Friends are obviously important in life, but if they are toxic, they are not at all important, and they don't matter to you in your life. So just don't be a part of any drama, or don't listen to it, don't react or respond to it. Simple. How do you move on from a toxic friend? Oh, this question is very interesting, because I have had so many toxic friends, and I hate toxic friends so much. They are nice to you while talking to you, and they are literally back bitching about you in the back with any other people or any other of their friends. So simple, just cut off. Don't even react or respond to them. Block them from social media, or don't talk to them in real life. Even if you see them daily in your school, just ignore them on their face, because they deserve it. In the first place, they are hurting you. If you know your own worth, you don't need any friend. I'm saying this again, but if you have friends, keep them. As I said, quality over quantity. I had so many friends. Now I literally have 2-3 friends, and I'm happy with my own self. You don't even need any friend in life. You have your family, that's it. That's the best thing about life when you learn that, because I've had so many toxic friendships in the past. I've gotten so much hurt. I cried a lot on so shit people that they don't even deserve. So just straight away cut off them. Don't give any explanation. Just block them on social media, or just cut them off in real life as well. Ignore them. Even if they ask you for the solution, what happened and all that shit, if they try to act like nothing happened, they actually don't deserve you, and cut them off right now. So I think I'm done with all of the questions, and thank you so much for sending me all the questions, and I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, so please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.